Hey guys, and welcome to today's reading. It's so interesting. So I had no planning on doing a video recording, but then I went to move some cards around and I found this card amongst this deck here, which as you can see doesn't fit, and it is the love card. So it's about the sacred journey. It's a sacred journey marker. Then the card number is 45. So it's very much about endings and new beginnings. And so, and definitely taking steps towards union. So I gathered this was a sign that I was meant to do a sacred union reading. So that's what we're here to do. So I have no idea where this is going to go. So we're just going to use this as kind of like the general idea of what's going on. So the first deck I'm going to play with is this one. And for the life of me, I can't remember. Let me try and tell you what it is. Okay, it is the Oracle Tarot by Lucy Cavendish, who is a beautiful Aussie lady. So that's her Oracle deck. So let's have a look. I haven't shuffled them very well. Let's try again. It's interesting because the bottom of the deck, and you're gonna, no wonder I couldn't shuffle them very well. Blessed love life, new love energy. I actually feel like I don't need to shuffle them. I actually feel like this is definitely a message in itself. So wherever you've got yourself tied up in knots, this feels like it's for the divine feminine first off. Wherever you feel like you've got yourself tied up in knots, and you feel like that you're being pulled or sucked in, I feel like this is that reminder that it's about breaking free, surrendering, letting go, not kind of being caught up in the wave of emotion, just being in a space of complete freedom and allowing yourself to call in this new love energy. And whether this new love energy is from your divine masculine, your twin flame, or your divine counterpart, it actually is irrelevant. I hear it doesn't matter. It's about being receptive to the energy of love regardless of where it comes from. And I think this is coming in because a lot of us on the twin flame journey get so caught up in, okay, it can only be this person. It can only be what this person offers. I only want to be with this person. This is the divine love. This is the love of a lifetime. I can't imagine my life with anyone else. That's all good and well, except what it stops is an abundance of love coming from all things. So we're not just talking about relationships. We're talking about money. So finances, career, friendships, family relationships, all different areas. And so I think that the message here is you're being caught up, you're tying yourself up with just focusing on this one twin flame divine counterpart love, and what you need to do is actually let it go, not letting it go as in, okay, I'm letting it go, that's it, it's done and dusted. Letting go of being caught up in the emotion of it, letting go of being caught up on the outcome of it, letting go in believing that it's not going to happen, or it is going to happen, or when's it going to happen, how's it going to happen. None of that matters. The minute that you actually let go, you can then embrace this new love energy, which can come from this person, but it may very well not. It may come from something else. It may come from a pet. It may come from okay, that's weird. The word tiger just came in, but I feel like that's more relevant to a power animal. So we'll have to look up the meaning of that in a short bit. But yeah, that really just caught me off guard that came in. So I feel like what they're showing me is like the divine feminine at the moment is ready to pounce. So it's, she's not in a fight of her life. She's not needing to survive. She doesn't need to be in that pounce, fight and flight energy. What she needs to be in is, when you see the lionesses just laying about, it's the weirdest thing. I can't believe I'm even going to say this. Being licked by the other lions, or like there's this nurturing, there's this abundance that comes to her. She's now seen as this divine feminine. She's given that love and respect that she deserves. So I feel like that this is tying in to say, don't be in this fight and flight instincts ready to pounce. Let it go, surrender, be in this softness and this nurturing, this queen energy. And what that will allow is I want to say the drama to unfold and for things to move more freely within this love connection. So I'm going to ask, I don't feel like I want to use these cards now. I feel like it's my just traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. I use the Radiant deck. I love it. And look at that. Again, I've just opened it up. The Knight of Cups coming in. So your divine counterpart coming in with his offer. But initially, I feel like he has to really, and he's this lion. How crazy is that? He has to tame the difficulties that are going on within himself before he can come forward with this offer. And I feel like that this may take, I want to say 8 months to a year. Now, I know a lot of you are going to go, oh my God, you know, that's too long. I've already been waiting. But I feel like I'm being told that actually includes already the amount of time that you have waited. But they're also urging you to resist the ideas around time and timing, because obviously, there's no such thing as time. Time is man-made. It's an illusion of time. And so Earth time is different to, universal timing. So 8 weeks in Earth time could be, 8 years in universal time. I'm not going to go into big discussion about it today. If you want to Google it and get a bit more information about it, go for it. But just be aware that don't get stuck and hung up on the timing. It's irrelevant, apparently. So anyway, I do feel like there's definitely an offer of love coming in. I do feel like it's a sincere offer. I feel like that the Divine Masculine needs to sort some of his shit out, basically. So we're going to ask, where are the Divine Masculines currently? Look at that. Again, bottom of the deck, Ten of Cups, happiness, wanting the happy family, wanting the reunion, wanting the justice that is deserved for you, thinking about ways that they can fulfill your life, and not wanting to come forward with empty promises anymore. I actually feel like that they can see that you bring happiness, lifestyle, abundance to them, but they're not willing to come in with this kind of half-baked offer that maybe they have before. So where are the Divine Masculines currently with this connection? I felt like that card wanted to come out. Okay. So I feel like they've definitely got some money worries. I get the feeling that there's been some stability. They've either moved job possibly, or resigned, or retrenched, or money might be a bit out of control at the moment, because this feels like it's like more money's going out than coming in. So maybe their finances are a little bit unstable at the moment, and they're wanting to or needing to sort that out before they can come forward or feel worthy of coming forward. It's super important. Okay, we are going to go there. Whew, this is going to be interesting. So I feel like we've blurred the lines between masculine and feminine. I'm going to tread really lightly with this. I totally believe in everything being equal, equality, women's rights. I 100% agree we should have that equality. But there's a line where we've blurred a little bit about what the masculine's job is and what the feminine's job is. And how I'll explain this is, I've been single for a very long time, like, I don't know, 9 years, maybe longer. And so I don't need a man, essentially, right? I want a man, don't get me wrong. I just don't need one, because I do everything, and I've been doing it on my own for 9 years. I pay my mortgage, change the oil in my car, I fix things around the house, I mow my lawns, I put the bins out. I do all the things that you would typically say are the masculine role. Now, I feel like what that does is it puts me more in my masculine energy. Therefore, the masculine vibration in me is higher, and it pushes men further away because they're reading a feminine, which is what I am, who doesn't need a man because her masculine energy is high. Now, this is very loosely explained. It's not as simple as this about putting the bins out, and I get that. But I just want you to get the idea of what I'm saying. And please, don't shoot the messenger. This is just an energy-based thing. And so what needs to happen is the feminine needs to be more in her feminine energy. And all that means is she needs to be more receptive for a man to take care of her. And the masculine needs to feel like he can take care of the feminine. Now, this is same-sex couples. I don't care what it is that we're talking about. There's always one who is a bit more masculine energy or feminine energy, not to do with looks at all. This is a vibration, right? So read it as you will. I hope it's taken with, you know, the good intent that it is in me saying this. I'm surprised that I'm even actually saying this on a public forum. But you know what? It is what it is. Obviously, it's time for me to start sort of speaking a bit more of my truth. Anyway, back to the divine masculine energy, which again is not defined by gender. It's energy based. The divine masculine needs to feel like they're able to support and provide for the feminine energy. And so how the feminine can help support that is to lower a little bit of their masculine energy, in the sense that, for example, if you're walking in the street and a masculine energy wants to open a door for you, walking into the bank or wherever, sorry, my Siri's talking, then let them open the door. Like, be okay with a bit of like chivalry. And so it's about accepting that support, accepting that, I suppose, that help from other people regardless. Okay, let's get back on track. So divine masculine in this energy, what are they feeling right now? Okay, no, that's not the question they want me to ask. They want me to ask, what do they need to do to move forward? That's too many cards. I do feel like, however, they do need to think a bit more clearly. Okay, show me what else they need to do. Okay, a bit more balance in their life. They're a bit more, so I want to say structure, but I don't mean structure as in like it needs to be form work. I feel like structure as in a bit more give and take. So I feel like that they may have been holding back to their divine feminine quite a lot. It's time for them to give a little bit more, stop holding back, and just trust the flow that will take them to where they need to be. The Eight of Wands is very much a card of a time of enjoying the company of the other person, enjoying the company without fear or obligation, without expectation. So I want to say the advice for the divine masculine is stop being in your head so much about it. Stop being opinionated. Stop worrying about what it is or isn't, what it looks like if you, oh my God, what if I tell this feminine I love her? Oh my God, then that's just going to like open up a whole can of worms. Stop that self-talk and just feel. What do you feel? Say what you feel. Say what you want to say. Be in the energy, follow the energy. And I feel like this is about reciprocation. It does feel like it's the struggle pays off, that the connection is okay, things will start moving forward. And there's that 8 again. So that 8 to 9 weeks, I feel like things are going to be much easier. So where do we want to go now? I feel like they actually just want me to spread. Divine feminine, what do you need to know? It feels like it's this one. You've been giving your power away. So this is about reclaiming your power. Your world has been a bit upside down. So I feel like this is about trusting more your intuition, trusting that you're the guiding light home. And so regardless of where your divine counterpart goes, they're always going to be with you. So surrender, let go, and trust that they'll come back. And I hear they'll come back home. And I love it. 10 of Pentacles, there we have it. It's that completion, success. It's that family. It's, you know, being secure. It's a dynamic combination. Like, it's two people who build a successful life together. They are nurturing, kind, compassionate. They build a legacy together. So I feel like it's trust in that. Now, what I feel like I want to do is grab out my In the Shadows. No, we're going to the Hidden Truth Oracle. And we're going to ask, what is the message from the divine masculine to his divine feminine? Oh, okay. I'm so attracted to you and we need to let each other go. So I feel like this is just that confirmation to say you're not crazy. They 100% love you. They love your smell, your taste, everything about you. But at the moment, you just need some space. You need to give each other space in order to actually be able to move forward in a much easier and in a much better way. What does the divine feminine want to say to the divine masculine? So the Divine Feminine, 2 cards out as well. Just being near you is intoxicating. I actually feel like this is saying it's not necessarily a positive. Sometimes that can actually be a negative. So again, I agree that this space that the masculine's asking for is important for the feminine too, so that she can actually breathe again and have some space to sort out her stuff and focus on her. And I don't react when people mention you. I feel like that this is coming in saying she's getting signs all of the time. The Divine Feminine is getting signs, and she's letting the masculine know that it doesn't matter where she goes, how far she roams, he's home. And so she's finding it hard to let go completely, or to pretend that the masculine doesn't exist. I think there's no point in her trying to do that, because no matter where she goes, she thinks of him. So we're going to ask for one final card, and this is my deck, Wisdom from the Earth. So this is an oracle deck that includes some information with regards to essential oils that you can use along your journey. I love it. It's the bottom of the deck, I just noticed, is marriage, which is ready for another step towards commitment. I feel like that we're going to spread and see what comes out. Feels like it's this card, intimacy, moving into a deeper state of connection. So I love that. Neroli essential oil is one that's very sensual. I do feel like at the moment, this is an opportunity for the both of you to really embrace your sexual sides, and to understand that the level of intimacy that you have with each other is very different to what you or your counterpart has with anyone else. Spontaneity, venture into the unknown. So trust moving forward. Things are going to happen a lot more. I kind of feel like out of the blue. So it'll happen when you're least expecting it. So, you know, do some self-love exercises, embrace, you know, who you are, where you're at. Try not to focus so much on this relationship. And again, going back to that initial card that we started on, which is the steps that, regardless of how difficult they are, will lead you back to your sacred journey, your sacred union together in love. So that's it for me today. I hope you enjoy this reading. Please like, share, or comment. And yeah, we'll see you again soon. Bye.